thing.
So the first condition of prataksha is avya padesha.
Yeah, I'll explain this. What happened? Something is happened. Start sharing. Oh, how to share like this? Huh? Okay then. Okay, we'll see afterwards. Now, what is Vyapadesha is that through which you will express your feelings through some words or sequence of words to the other persons. Vyapadesha is that through which you will share the experience or feelings with some words or the sequence of words. What I told? Vyapadesha is that. Now this is Vyapadesha. I am expressing my words, my feelings. That means what I want to tell you, what I want to experience you, what I want to share with you. This is the main communication agent, isn't it? If at all you want to share your feelings or your experience or to communicate, what is the means? What is the only means or only way to express this? That is only through words or sentence, isn't it? Now, I'm not talking about the subtler things which we discussed through telepathy and all. This is in general case. This is the general case only. That is exceptional case. Exceptional case is rarely happen. We have to consider very rarely. But whatever we talk, whatever we take the knowledge, whatever we are learning, understanding is general case only. If at all any exceptional is there, then we will discuss further. All the things, these are all the general things we are discussing now. That means this generalized things will be corresponding to the general people in general, and some special cases are different for yogis and all, that we will not consider. Are you understood now what I mean to say? Okay, then what I told you now, the experience of pratyaksha, its first condition is this is avyapadesha. Means vyapadesha is that, what I told you, vyapadesha is that through which you will share your experience or you will share your feeling or you will share your ideas. You will communicate simply. Now what does I mean here? This is opposite to that, what I told. A means opposite to this condition. That means pratyaksha is that which I cannot explain you through words. You understood what I told? Pratyaksha is that jnana or that experience or that feeling which I cannot experience you through any words or any sentence. How much I may be great in speech, in knowledge, in articulation, in pravachana, how great I may be. This is the first condition. What does it mean? Now, let us go once again on Anita today. Anita Anita has taken gulab jamun. Now that experience she want to share with us. Three are here. Anand sir is not yet joined. No? Now she want to exactly explain the experience, what she has undergone in her lunch today. Only regarding gulab jamun. Now Anita, you explain. How was that gulab jamun?
You
Come
will
on,
be happy
let
when
us go. Let us go step by step. Okay,
so
it was sweet.
basically it is sweet. I can tell you it is sweet, but you cannot
No,
assume,
you
right?
tell,
It
you
is.
try to explain. We are asking. We are going on asking. Let us see
Okay,
how far you will go.
but
How far you will go, huh?
I cannot tell actually. I can only explain. So a perfect
That
gulab
means
jamun means
the first point itself you grasp the thing.
yeah.
Experience is only limited to me, to Anita only. She cannot express any taste of her. She cannot share her taste. Only she can tell to some extent. She can tell that was sweet. And if still you ask, she will give some similar thing like that is like no, like that only that was. 3-4 points she can give. More than that she cannot give her experience. This is what pratyaksha. That is first condition. Avyapadesha. And what we can write for this? What to write? What to write the words?
Something that can't be explained in words.
Yeah, explain in words. Yes, very good. Explain in words or sentence, in speech, whatever you write. You, you understood no, the point? This is the condition of pratyaksha. Whatever you experience, you cannot explain any person in the universe, how close they may be. Can you? That is not the case. Only Anita is unable to explain us out of three. She can explain to her roommates. Not like that, no? That condition is everywhere. She cannot, means cannot, that's it. Okay? Clear, first condition. And second condition is avyabhichari. Avyabhichari. That's coming, no, on screen? Come and go, that will not stay.
You're on mute, but you have your screen sharing. So we can see your screen and our screen. You don't have to share your screen.
Okay. Now, are you able to see that what I typed? For time, for
You can be able to see what you're typing. No issue.
for limited period, that will be there.
No, no, forever it will be there.
Okay then. Okay.
We can see after as well.
After also. Okay.
We can see after.
Avyabhichari.
Okay.
What I wrote? AVYABHICHARI. No? Same thing I wrote. That is. This is same condition. What is this means? For example, far from here, I was running on the road, mud road, for example, on the road, let us say. That is desert place, Rajasthan or somewhere where all sand will be there. And in the afternoon, midday of summer, after walking, what I will feel? I am feeling of what we call thirst. I feel that I should get some water. Thirsty, no? Thirsty. Then I have seen the water just 1.5 kilometer away from me. I have seen. That is my knowledge. But what will happen? I have reached there. For example, some post, some tree is there beside that. I walked up to there. Was there really water? That is called mirage, no? Mirage or mirage?
Illusion, sir.
Illusion. Mirage or something like that. Endamaulu. Why?
Illusion, sir.
Why that happened? Why that happened is, previously my knowledge was that water is there. But immediately after going up to that place, what happened? That knowledge is not fulfilling. That knowledge is not stable. That knowledge is gone away. What was that knowledge previously? Some water is there at that place. That was my knowledge, no? Where is that knowledge now? That means that knowledge is unstable, not stable. Previously, the knowledge was that just by seeing water is there. Immediately after going to that place, the previous knowledge is gone. There is no water. That means knowledge is disrupted. Why? Actually, what I thought water is there, that was my knowledge at that stage previously. But immediately after going to that place, what happened? Previous knowledge, what happened? That is in vain. That knowledge is of not stable. That is gone. Okay. That means what I was thinking, that is also my knowledge, no? Now, my previous knowledge was that I have seen that, oh, surely I will get if I walk for a 1 kilometer or so. That was my knowledge, isn't it? Then after going up to that place, what happened? Previous knowledge, what happened? What happened? That is there or not? Practically, that is not actually was there. Practically, that knowledge was not, that means I was not success in getting the water. If that knowledge is correct, means I should get the water, no? Now I am not getting the water, but previously I thought of that. This is the difference. This is the instability of that knowledge. Previous knowledge was water is there, and the present knowledge is no, that was illumination. That is not the correct knowledge. Like that. You explain. Jaya, you explain.
It's not the accurate knowledge. You
Not
thought
accurate knowledge. Not
you thought
accurate
something
knowledge.
was there, but it wasn't.
That was not there actually. But what I was thinking, that water is there, like that I was thinking, no? But that was not correct knowledge. That is mithya jnana, not yadartha jnana. This should not be there in pratyaksha. This particular condition is not considered as pratyaksha jnana. First condition is I cannot explain through my words, which I experienced. Now second condition is it should not be, that knowledge should not be disrupted. That knowledge should be stable. That should not be unstable. That means that sometime I am saying that water is there, I am thinking, and second after some time I am thinking, I am experiencing that water is not there. These are two things, no? Previous one and this one. That means that is not stable. That is not accurate knowledge.
What is called as avyabhichari?
Yeah, Vebhichari means, chari means gati. That knowledge should not go in the other side. Vyabhichari is that Vishesha Rupena Abhichari. Actually, this word is used in general for some other case. Vyabhichari, you know, I think. Vyabhichari is called for prostitutes, actually. Actually, this word's meaning is very deep, but Vyabhichari is the term used for prostitute in general. Why that particular woman or lady will not be stable at a particular point, particular place, that will go here and there. This is the general meaning. But according to Shastra, chari means gati, moving here and there. V means viparita rupena. Viparita means against, opposite, viparita. Okay. For example, I have to go in the route from here to there. If I am going in down direction here and there, that is called avichari. In opposite sense, that word is opposite sense. Okay. That means that knowledge is going in other directions without accuracy. Okay, that knowledge is not stable, not going in right direction with accuracy. That is subject to change. That you write otherwise. That is subject to change. That means knowledge will not be stable. Sometimes I am feeling that is there, and sometimes after coming to the near, I am experiencing that is not there. Okay. Okay, you just today you go through. I'll explain deep. Will within 2-3 classes you will know exactly these three things. Okay. And third is Vyavasayatmakam. Vyavasayatmakam is you note these things. We'll discuss more deep in detail. What I wrote? Spelling?
Vyavasaya Atmakam.
Vyavasayatmakam, right. Vyavasayatmakam. Vyavasayatmak is not, but you can write another word also for that. Nischayatmakam. This is also the correct word for that. This you will know. Nischayatmakam means Vyavasayatmakam and Nischayatmakam are same. That means that shall unshakable. Then sure shot. Knowledge should be okay. You wrote Nischay. Nischay means it should be perfect. It should not subject to any change. Firm. It should be firm. FIRM, firm, no? Firm is there, no? Firm is used for this, what we call firmly. I will do the work firmly without any this thing, lapse. Okay. I'll explain you one more time these three things. You just note down the names. First, of course, you have clear. Avyapadesha is clear. Without explaining only, you come to know. And second, little doubt is there. I will explain. And in one class, it's very difficult you to grasp the new things. That's why I'll repeat. And third is be sure. It should be sure and be firm. This is not at all going to change the, not at all going to change that firm. Okay. These three things you note down. I'll explain once again so that you will be clear. Next class you will you will be cleared now. This is the first condition of pratyaksha. That is, for normal person, this hierarchy is must. First artha, then indriya, then manas, then buddhi, finally soul or atman. The knowledge will come in this process only. Without any of the thing, you cannot grasp the knowledge. This is the condition of acquiring the knowledge for common person. Now come to the second type of. Okay, we will examine this only. This again have three other conditions. This is the first condition for common person in general case, what we have discussed. But if you are going in sadhana without indriya and artha, indriya and artha will be deleted there. The person, if going deep in sadhana, no need of artha and indriyas. This contact is not necessary there. For example, the thing which I have to acquire the knowledge is very far from me. Very far. Can I observe and can I have the knowledge of that thing? It's very far from me. Can I? That is called durastha, dura. Durastha, you know, Tamil word is also there, no? Dura, Samipa.
Distance only. You
Very
are telling beyond limits, like that only your meaning, no?
Beyond my
Limit.
indriya limit. Yes, same thing. Far away from my perception. And that is very nearer to my indriya. Very nearer. That means Anita is putting kajal to her eye. It's very near. Can he see? Can you see, Anita? Kajal you put her now sometimes.
But right now I'm not putting, sir.
Huh?
I put, but right now I'm not putting.
No, you're having experience, no? Because I don't know whether Jaya will use this or not. That's why I'm giving your example. This is the best example for nearer thing. That will be here only, eyelid. But still you cannot see, no? Can you see?
No, I can't. I need able to see. That's
you
what
need mirror, no? You need mirror. That means you are unable to see. That means this nearer thing also you cannot see. Far and near. And a big thing which is very big in size. Let us say some 100 kilometers of hill. You are in front of that hill. It is 100 kilometers round, big, very big. Can you see? No. And small thing, atom I will give you. Can you see? And you are having some wall in between. Behind that wall, your friend is sitting. Can you see what she is doing? Why? Some interruption is there in between you and your friend. Wall is there. Through the wall you cannot see. Okay? And your friend Julie brought some big thing. This much box, tiffin box, closed one. She came to you. Can you know what she brought? Why? That is concealed, covered. How many conditions we are on observed now? First is very far. Next very near. And next very big. And next very small. And next which we have interrupted through something or other, interrupted, separated. And next is covered or concealed. And the thing which is past yesterday, can you see? Yesterday something was going. For example, one of your friend celebrated her birthday. Yesterday you were able to see. Can you see today? Same thing, in same manner, that celebrations and all. Of course, you memorize that. You separate the memory. We are talking about the direct perception, pratyaksha. Can you see, Jamie? Your friend's birthday party yesterday. I am not talking about memory now. Pratyaksha. Presently, can you see that previous one without memory? We cannot see. That means in all the cases, the samanya, general person, gross person cannot perceive the knowledge of all these things. It's 6 or 7. How many numbers you wrote? Far, near, big. 7, huh? 7 or 8? 7, no? 7 or 8? 7.
7.
7, no? Okay. Far, near, small, big, interrupted and concealed and paused. Okay. And what tomorrow you are going to do? Can you? Right now. Can you see? That means our perception is limited to, now come back one by one. Our perception is limited to the thing which is within my permissible receivable range. First one is over, and second one also. What is the second one? Very near. That also will cut with this point only. That should be in some perceivable distance, not very far, not very close, isn't it? And concealed. Somehow we cannot see the things which are interrupted through other agencies like wall and all. And fourth one is which already passed we cannot see, and which yet to come we cannot see, and which is concealed we cannot see, isn't it? But the yogi can see these things also in yogaja pratyaksha. But in this condition, he will take the support of anthakarana. He can take the support of antahkarana without senses only. He can grasp these things just with the support of antahkarana. Are you clear? What he can see now? The far distant thing, far near thing, and the thing which is interrupted through some interrupted agency like wall and all, and he can see the smallest thing, he can see the biggest thing, he can see the past happened thing, and he can see the future not yet happened that thing. That means all the 8 conditions he can fulfill, and he can take just and just the support of Antakarana. This is not for common person. In 4 samadhis, Vitarka, Vichara, Ananda and Asmita. These are the names of 4 samadhis. These are the parts of Samprajjata samadhis in Yoga Darshana. There he can experience all these things only through Antakarana. Okay? The yogi can perceive the things as if we are seeing with our eyes through the agencies. We are seeing, no? In the same manner he will see, but the difference is he will not take the support of these senses. Only through Antakarana he can perceive. This is the second stage where only yogi can see these things. Okay? And third and finally, this is more miracle. After crossing the Samprajjata Samadhi, he will kick off that Antakarana also. He will take away, throw away that Antakarana also. Then what he is having right now? What he is having? He means not a male gender. Soul has no gender. Always you remember, just for explaining we will call he or she, but at soul level there is no gender difference. No? What, Anita? Soul has no gender, just only coming up to, after acquiring the bodies only. I told you at which stage this will form. When I explain the Ayurveda regarding this pregnancy and all, then I will explain at which month what are the things he will develop within the womb of mother. Then it will be more clear. But soul is not having gender. Then what he is having, if at all, he, of course, body left. Even this Antakarana also he is leaving at that state. That is the direct perception of soul with Almighty, without any agency or without any instrument. But the work of that Antakarana also over. That Antakarana has done its work. Then it has to retire. It has to go to its Mula, where from they born. That will go back to their origin. Are you clear? 3 stages. First stage, gross person needs this sequence, complete sequence he needs. I gave you some examples. If mind is not present, though eyes are open, light is there, everything is there, but my mind is present, not present here. That was doing some other. And one more thing you should remember, the mind will do only one thing at a time. This is the important thing you should note. Yugapat Jnanani Anutpattir Manasolingam. This is the sutra of Darshana, Nyaya Darshana Sutra. That means mind will not do 2 things at a time. It will do only one thing at a time. But so much of mind's disturbance, turbulence, fluctuation, overthinking, imagination, everything we will experience very, very, very speed, isn't it? That means we are thinking mind will do many, many things at a time. We feel like that. Why? For example, Anita is going on her bike or her vehicle. she is traveling on the road. She is using her hands, both hands she is using. For example, that vehicle is two-wheeler. She is having applying brake and accelerator, and she is seeing the person on the road, and she is listening the song also simultaneously. And if somebody is coming, she is noticing also, and immediately she is thinking of class also. Have to share my experience, my knowledge, my discussion with some person in the evening. That means all the things we are looking as if they are doing multiple at a time. No, in general person will think like that only. Actually, they will not think so depthly what actually mind will do at a time or other time. They will not think. No, you have not think so far. Have you? Have you thought of these things? No, generally we will not think, but we will see every aspect of everything. That's what the darshana is. We are putting in that top priority. Why? We are observing the thing very detailed, very depth. That means what is the quality of mind now? That will do only one thing at a time, no second thing. That means speed only is differs, but that will not do the words things at a time. But I explained all the things are happening in the same time. No, she is driving, his eyes are seeing on the road, and mind is some thinking is also going on, and she is listening the song as well. You see how many things she is doing at a time, like feeling like. No, in our general experience we will think that no, multiple times, that the word is there, no, multiple task mind is doing at a time, but that is not correct according to darshana. Darshana clearly states that mind will do one thing at a time, no second thing. But speed is such that will change from one to other in that period which we cannot notice. That speed is there. That means speed is there. That's it. For example, I have taken the bundle. This much bundle I have taken of these papers. Paper bundle I have taken this much, and I have putting the what we'll call sudi needle. In machines they will put the needle, no, or cutting machine. Within no time everything will be cutting, like we will feel, no. That means at a time it's cutting, we will feel like that, no. That needle is passed in just in one jerk, we will feel like that. But that needle is crossed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. Every page it has to cut. But what we'll feel? That has gone directly to the last one. Within no time it has gone. We feel like that, no? Not Anita.
I think you're talking like stapling papers.
Stapling papers. No, some papers.
You're telling that
will put
mind
the
is
needle.
that faster. We are thinking that everything is. You're telling mind is very, very fast, but we are thinking the same time we are doing multiple things. But it is
That it will take time. That's what I'm saying. First, second, third, fourth papers. Why I'm mentioning means, of course, we are seeing that it has gone directly, but not like that. Layer by layer, it gone. In the same manner, mind will shift from one point to other in such a speed which we cannot grasp. That minute, that small period time it will take. But it will do only one work at a time. Only one work at a time. Okay? That is the speciality of mind. And what we are doing in our sadhana? What is the aim of sadhana?
We are trying to do one thing at a time. Like
Yeah. We are making mind to, we are training our mind in such a manner, it cannot wander here and there of its own. That is one thing. It should work according to our commands, our suggestions, our orders. So far, that has worked of her own, their own, his own style. Whatever that mind thinks without control. Now what we are doing in sadhana, we are training our mind in such a way, if I want to ask to sit on particular things, you be there as if I am tying the what petty dogs and all. No, we will tie with rope and all. Then it will not go, no, beyond limit. That will be there within the circumference only, no. In the same manner, mind also has to be trained in such a manner. If I want, then only you will go. Otherwise, you be there only. Dharana and all, from dharana onward, this will start. Desha bandha chittasya dharana. That means we are putting our mind in a particular place only. We are not allowing the mind to go out of that place. Okay, that is the first stage of antaranga sadhana. After out of 8 limbs, some are bahiranga and some are antaranga. Yama niyama asana pranayama, these are all the bahiranga. And then starts dharana dhyana samadhi. These are antarangas. These 3 things simultaneous, these 3 things combining are called sanyama. Sanyama, dharana dhyana samadhi is called 3 things combinedly called as sanyama. This is the one meaning of yoga also. Yuj sanyamane. Anita, first is to join. Yujir yoge. Yujir yoge is to join. And samadhi is one other answer. Samadhi and samadhana is both are same. Samadhana means solutions, answers, perceptions to all the questions, all the problems. You will come to know the solutions. That is samadhana. And one more meaning of yoga is just I explained, sanyama. This is also one meaning of yoga. Yuj sanyamane, that is the dhatu gave the 3 meanings. Yoga, that dhatu root word gave these 3 meanings. First is to join, second is to get the answers, samadhana, and third is sanyamane. I myself muted. Video.
Your video is off, but you're also sharing your screen. You can stop sharing your screen.
Okay. Still it's coming, huh?
Uh-huh.
Then how to...
So we see what you see. There's a little button that has 2 little boxes in it. Oh, yeah. And it'll say stop sharing. And then
Now?
nope, that's your Skype box you just removed.
Okay.
There'll be one more that says stop sharing.
So difficult for me to get.
if he clicks on his picture, it will not come, right?
I'm not sure. He's using a phone. Are you using a cell phone or a laptop?
No, laptop.
So at the bottom, you see the microphone and the video and the hang up.
Yeah.
And then to the right of that, you see the conversation box. And to the right of that, there's two boxes. When you click on, when you go on the two box, oh yeah, there, stop sharing.
Stop
You can go up
sharing.
to-
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep, there you go. Then we can see you normal.
No, some more two boxes are coming. Left and right, some more boxes are coming. Okay, I'll see.
You've seen my own face
I
before.
have to take this chat. Okay.
That made me very conscious. I was trying to see, okay, it will look better.
Huh? What, Anita?
No, my face also came, so I was consciously seeing my face, how I'm reacting, what I'm doing. Like, this looks better now.
Okay. Of course, you are more confident always. Don't bother about that. No looking back. Should be like that only. The first principle of spirituality is abhaya. Bhaya means fear. Abhaya means fearless. Nirbhaya. Nirbhaya also without any fear. I explained you what is the most important and dangerous fear of the person. Abhinivesha. What is that?
Death.
Feeling of death, right?
Feeling. In other words, I explained. No, feeling of death. General terms. Feeling of non-existing of me. The word also will use no existence crisis, something like that.
Identity crisis.
Identity crisis. Yes, correct. Identity crisis. Yes. Identity means the same thing. The always Dharmaraja was asked this question by Yaksha. Have you gone through the Yaksha Prashnas? Anita may be knowing. Some questions Yaksha will put on Dharmaraja. And what is the wonderful thing in the world? What was the answer, you know? Person will see every now and then some person or other will go away from this world of all types, elder, younger, rich, poor, healthy, unhealthy, by different means, accidents, whatever the means may be. Everywhere he will see this. But the most wonderful thing in the world is he will never accept that I will also have to go from here. This is the wonderful thing in the world. That means he wants to be here forever.
Dharma is,
Yudhishthira.
okay, that, okay.
Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira is Dharmaraja, both are same.
Jamie, forgive me. Yudhishthira is a person is a character from Mahabharata. Okay.
Yes.
So
That's
he
what
is talking to the Lord of Death.
I
I am telling to Jamie because he gets confused when we take different names, sir. That's why.
Yeah. Jamie, you take the help of Anita every now and then. If at all you are having some confusion, because sometimes I will forget that you are not much into the subject. My flow will go like that only. That's why you take the support. Okay, you will get the guidance.
It is also called like you know that pre-diabetic and all. If one person is diabetic, they'll check it out whether he is a pre-diabetic or not. You know that? Jaya or Anita? Pre-diabetic, like if he's going to be attacked a diabetes is going to attack, he is before diabetes. If he is reaching the diabetes near to that, he is called pre-diabetic.
Borderline, we call it.
Borderline.
Diabetic. Yeah.
So that is pre-diabetic, and that is called pre-diabetic sin. And one more thing is, we are all know that is pre-death syndrome.
What's the name? Something syndrome?
Pre-death syndrome.
Pre-death syndrome. Okay.
What is that?
Pre-death syndrome?
Yeah.
Oh.
Here
That means you are
only.
thinking that
Yes. Yes.
Abhinivesh
There is
only,
no
right?
such.
You are
There is
something
no
happens to
such machinery in the universe. There is no such machinery in the universe which can determine when you are going to die. But always the person will be with insecurity, identity crisis, fear of death, all the things. These are all coming out of ignorance. Abhinivesha. Avidya's fifth part, no? Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Dvesha. Fifth one is Abhinivesha. Abhinivesha is the same thing. There are two edges of spirituality. Two extreme edges of spirituality. The person is having more and more knowledge, and he is going towards the path of spirituality. He will be fearless. He will go towards the fearless stage. That is Dhriti. Dhriti means complete fearlessness there. No fear of anything at all. And if the person is going towards ignorance, he is going towards the fear of death. That's it. These are the two edges, ends of a life. By this also you can judge a person. If the person is with more and more fear, means you should think that he is having more and more ignorance and more moha. Moha is ignorance. Moha is covering of the knowledge, concealing of the knowledge. And Nirbhayata is courage. The person with courage will never be fear of anything, because knowledge gives him that there is no end to life. That is there. He will know death is nothing but हाँ भीम जी हाँ ओम बोलिए नहीं क्लास में हूँ बोलिए नहीं ठीक है बाद में करता हूँ ओके एक 8 बजे कीजिए हाँ हो जाता हमारा भी ठीक है okay nirbhayata and complete bhaya. This is one more scale I am giving today. If you can by the conversation with a person in this regard, you can judge how knowledgeful he is. If you are fearing more and more, means automatically he is with ignorance, and he is with no fear, with courage of all means he is in the right direction. This is an indication. And the person, if he is going mentally imbalanced, mental imbalance leads to fear of all the things. That is called phobias. Phobia of height, phobia of water. These are all nothing and nothing but mental retardation. Manah asamatulyata. Asamatulyata means imbalance. This nowadays brain research studies will give the names for this, because so and so hormone is decreasing, so and so hormone is decreasing. That's why the state of mind is in such a manner that he is getting the phobias. They will treat, psychiatrist will treat through the medicine, psychologist treat the person through counseling. Psychologist will treat a person on the basis of mind and its operations. It works. You will see the outcome, how the person is behaving. He is having the study of mind in detail. But the psychiatric doctor will treat on the basis of imbalance of all fluids and hormones and all. He will detect according to that. He will do some test and he will tell you, no, this hormone is imbalancing. That's why he will write some tablet or some injection. Okay. Do you know the difference between psychologist and psychiatrist, Anita? Now you note down, this is very important. Psychologists are not aware of the anatomy and physiology. They don't know, no need. Nowadays there are many what we call courses are there in psychology, BSc psychology, MSc psychology. They are only depending on mind and its operations, that's it. That too very limited. If you ask what is the origin of mind, where it came out of, how and why it born, how it manifested, they are not having the answers for that. They will examine the mind as a unit and its operations, that's it. There no need of any anatomy and all. But whereas psychiatrist, he needs each and every part within our brain and all, brain, nervous system, everything he will know. That's why he is believing on the chemicals, hormones, imbalance. Okay, this is the difference between psychologist and psychiatrist. And here in yoga, what we will do? We will examine by all means. We will examine mind and its operations, as well as what are the hormones which gives you happiness, suffering, guilt, retardation, everything we will know here. That's why we are considering serotonin, melatonin, anandamide. These are all the happy hormones. If these hormones are producing, means the person will be in happy mood. Our target is to release more and more. Then only your client will be happy. He will pay the more fees. No? Within 3 days, you should make her or him very happy. 5th day, he will pay the double amount. If at all you are taking 5,000, for example. No, Anita? If results are no, not good, means you will hesitate.
My client is not even coming, sir.
Nowadays, they are not even coming. Huh? But future is yours. I'm saying the future of yoga will be very, very, very good for
My
those
client
who.
came for 2 days and then they are like, I am feeling very depressed, sad. They are like, I will come later tomorrow. Even if you call, they're not coming.
No, of course, nowadays the scene is like that. But in the coming days, this is the best profession going to stay. And important thing you should note is only worthy teachers will be there in the limelight. I am sure I am giving you this on my experience. Immediately after this corona and all, you see all those who are with stuff, with detailed knowledge, deep knowledge only will stay in the market, limelight. Others will go away. That's why you are very lucky in this manner also. You can withstand very firmly without any doubt, because now after our course, when we are going to complete, we don't know. You may be seeing that when we will complete the course. Are you? Nobody of you. Even Jamie also. When we will complete, sir? We are going on.
Hopefully it will never end.
Yes, day before yesterday you posted. Until and unless you achieve the mukti, this process is on and on. That's the correct approach. Same with our class also. In old age also, Anita is coming with that what we call stick.
Yoga teachers are nowadays coming in wellness industry.
Wellness. No, this is the best thing. This is only the thing. Even the medicine and all, they will collapse.
Medicine doctors are in sickness industry, and we are into a wellness industry.
Yes, most of the doctors will talk from the...
make you sick only with the tablets, and
Yes.
you are going to becoming well because of yoga teachers only. So in future,
most of the teachers, most of the doctors will come to as your client. This is also you remember. They will be your client.
Yeah, most of the hospitals nowadays are searching for doctors, and I saw a lot of prenatal yoga teacher thing. Many hospitals are actually approaching prenatal yoga teachers actually.
Okay.
Nowadays it is compulsory. Every pregnant woman has to consult a yoga prenatal and postnatal this thing. Every gynecologist is considering this thing compulsory.
No, the coming days, you are having very bright future, definitely.
Your foot has stopped.
Subject to the depth of knowledge, that's all. You should have more and more knowledge, because you see, if doctor is coming to you, to your class, how you will explain? Unless another way is, you are having a knowledge ahead of him, ahead of her. How you will convince him? No? Of course, their studies 5 years, 6 years, and they have undergone many things of science. But this is beyond science, no? Subtler science, no? That's why we should be very thorough enough in science, in our this yoga subject. If you explain in detail regarding this mind and all, really the psychologist and psychiatrist be wondered. This is my experience. I have come across many psychologists and all, because they are having limited. That is not their fault. I am not blaming them. This complete periphery is limited. Why this? She has put one more mantra, na? She is not on the screen. Only picture is coming. Are you able to see? Her picture is stopped.
I'm there. Can you hear me?
We are hearing, but you have put a mantra. Only your picture is coming.
Okay. I don't know. I'm able to see everybody.
Okay.
This thing never happens in any of my class. Here only it is happening. When I take class,
that's what.
It never happens.
Nowadays you are learning all the mantras, no? You are gaining the siddhis. Maybe due to some poor this. See you on Sunday. Today is Friday, na? Okay. Namaste. You can go now. Namaste. Okay.
Actually,
This.
we were discussing, sir. We have a doubt. I thought we will ask it when Julie is not there, because anyway we are talking. We are talking actually. Me, Julie, and Jamie. So.
Mhm.
So the doubt is like, first doubt what all of us have is, Chitta. So Chitta is coming into existence only when universe is created, right? Before that, Chitta is not there.
Yes. Yes.
So only when universe is created, souls will have a part of universal Chitta and transcendental Chitta. Then soul will also understand that it will go to the body, and what is, depending on what is Papa, Punya, the law of incarnation, everything comes into the picture only after the creation of universe.
Yes.
Which means before the creation of universe, where only Paramatma is existing, souls are existing. Soul does not even know about law of incarnation or whatever it is holding.
Yeah.
Like this only,
Yes.
correct?
Yes. You're exactly correct.
So
Then what is the doubt?
somebody talked about Paramatma, right? What happened to Paramatma? Paramatma is also existing from the beginning only, always.
Yeah. Not beginning. You should not say the beginning for the Nitya Padarthas. Eternal Padarthas are never beginning or never ending. If you use the word beginning, means if some ending is there, then only you have to use the word beginning. Are you clear?
Okay, yeah.
If you are using the word beginning, means that is correlated with the ending, then only that you are calling that beginning.
Okay. One
What
more
I am
doubt
saying
we
is,
had.
Nitya Padarthas are ever existing, eternal. There is no question of beginning and ending. You should not use the word beginning. Okay? Clear, no?
Yeah.
What is the second?
Second thing is, like, whatever you are telling, like you are telling Vedas. So all these Vedas are written by Rishi who got that knowledge directly from God, right? So the rest
Directly
of the
means, just now I told you, no?
through how the Yoga Shakti.
Antakarana, Yoga Shakti. Yes, they are eligible enough.
And the rest of the thing, like when you say, so when we talked about Paramatma, Jivatma, Prakriti, then we talked how universe came into existence. Then you are telling there are different philosophies, like Yoga, Darshana philosophy, there is a Nyaya Vaisheshika philosophy and all. Now, Julie's question was, this philosophy, like when did creation of world happen? Before this or after this, like that? Like, when did philosophy came into the existence?
You cut your connection and one more time you join.
No, if I cut, it will get stop recording. Wait, let me join again.
You cut and again.